In this tutorial I will show how to make an angel dragon headbase, but this one will be a bit different. Usually I would show how to make the pattern, but this type of headbase was a bit of a challenge to make, so I had to completely modify the pattern to a point where it's only a bit similar to what I'm showing here. So this video will just show how to use the pattern and assemble the headbase. And by the way, if you don't know me, I'm Mugiwara Cosplay. I'm a fursuit maker and cosplay crafter, and I make a lot of tutorials about how to make fursuits and cosplays. This headbase is built with the bucket head method. So I start by cutting out the pieces for the bucket form, and the foam is about 1 cm thickness. After cutting it, I glue it together as shown. And most of the other pieces are traced into 2 cm upholstery foam. It's gonna be marked on the pattern pieces which thickness for what. And after tracing it, I cut it out. You can either use a scissor or a knife. I tried a bit with the scissor, but the knife was easier for this. Some of the pieces are also marked where you need to cut them beveled, which means you cut a bit of the edge off as shown. The reason for this is to get the curved shape, so you don't need to carve the foam. And one piece is also marked as having an opposite bevel, and it's shown here what I mean by that. And then you glue all the pieces together as shown. The headbase is now almost glued together, but we need to shape the muzzle a bit. And by that we cut a small triangle piece of foam and glue it on the inside. this is gonna help let the muscle keep the shape we want. And then we continue gluing the base together. At this point most of it is glued on the bucket base. Also keep notice that the jaw is not glued on yet before the upper head is glued on the bucket. You could still glue the jaw on the upper head before adding it to the bucket, but I found this easier. This step is optional, but you can add a piece of foam inside the cheek if you want it more firm. And after that you just add the rest of the cheek. And the last parts are the ears, which are also made of upholstery foam. And this is the only part where you need to do some carving. And as for fitting eye bases, I have these 3D model ones that fits perfect. Also one part that's not included with the pattern is the roof of the muzzle, but you can cut a fitting shape and carve and try to fit in there. That way you can also shape the muzzle in the way you want. And there you go, a cute angel dragon headbase. And if you want to know how to fur it, I have a lot of tutorials on how to do that. And yeah, I hope this tutorial helped you making your own angel dragon headbase. And if you are new here, make sure to subscribe for more Fursuit making content like this. Well, thank you so much for watching, so until next time, bye!